Good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel, me your DMX TV. If you just viewing this channel for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe and kindly click on the notification button. Well, today, guys, don't let me waste much of your time. I would like to discuss with you on a very interesting topic. Well, what my topic is about is failure is your friend on the road to success. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to fail so many couple of times before actually achieving success? A lot of people don't make attempts, and on the way and road to success, they just give up and just get tired of it and just fall back to failure and never decide to continue to try to make yourself better and get successful. Why I say failure is your friend to success is because failure helps you in becoming more experienced and letting you go through a lot of activities before you actually engage yourself into success. Number one reason why I would say failure is your friend on the road to success is failure teaches you what success can't. Have you ever wondered what it is like? Sometimes you're successful and you never failed. When you're successful and you didn't fail, you didn't learn anything, you just know you just became successful. But when you fail, you tend to think about why you fail, for you to experience more, for you to have more experience in order for you to be successful. People that automatically walk into success often miss out on a lot of lessons that those of us who fail have the opportunity to learn. This is because people who have failures learn about conflict resolution, strategies, and what their client need and don't need. These are the sum of lessons you can learn from failure that you may not get when you have immediate success. Failure also causes you to be more creative and more innovative, because anytime you fail, you tend to think about why did you fail and how can you get better. You tend to think out of the box. You tend to make you want to try more harder, try new things in which you can satisfy your client and make yourself much more better in every aspect and in different ways. Without failing, if you're just being successful, you don't tend to think about why you failed, because you're successful, you did it right and everything went out right. You failed, you're a perfectionist, you just did it and it worked. But when you fail, you tend to think about how to become better, how to do things to make this thing actually work. It gives you this sense of wanting to try more harder to make sure that you get this thing to work. It makes you want to become much more skillful. And also, failure gives you insight as to what works and doesn't work with your client. Failure gives you an insight of what works and doesn't work with your client. When you fail, it will actually tell you what actually causes you to fail between you and your client. It tends to make you think of how to improve, how to make yourself have a better relationship with your client. Don't you think that so many people that are being successful with their clients, when they tend to start having difficulties, they tend to start thinking of what actually caused this, because they never went through the process of failing. So they find it very, very difficult to keep steady relationship with clients. But somebody that has experienced this, gone through this experience, he knows what actually is going to work between him and his client and know how to perform better with their clients, and how to perform better and have better human relationship with their clients. And number 4, failure is your friend because it helps you grow personally and professionally. Yes, when I talk about personally and professionally, when you fail and you're being corrected, as a personal individual, it tends to change your attitude towards some certain things and gives you more insight and change your perspective. It's like if you have a bad habit of probably, let me say, trying to please other people, and in the process of you pleasing other people, you tend to fail in able to deliver or transact business with them. Once you fail in this way, it tends to like want to ask yourself, you tend to want to ask yourself, why did you actually fail in this process? And with this, it helps you to learn how to not please other people in displeasing yourself, and make you have a better relationship with people. And as a personal individual, it also helps you in encouraging you in having a high self-esteem instead of a low self-esteem in different manners. It teaches you the process of actually becoming successful. And number 5, failure is your friend, because the more you fail or get to know, the closer you get to win. Have you ever wondered why sometimes you try to convince people like you should have this thing done, you have a very wonderful business idea, and people like tend to turn you down. They tell you no, that this ain't gonna work, it's not going to work because they don't believe in your business idea, or you tried it out and it didn't work. Sometimes you get disappointed, but at this your breaking point, you never can tell whether if you try harder at this point you're going to actually make much more success than where you had right now. So sometimes when you get a no from people, you shouldn't see it as a sort of discouragement, but as a sort of encouragement for you to actually perform better in your next task and make you much more determined to do whatever you're going to do. So these are the 5 things I feel that failure helps you in determining your level of success. So, well, to back this up, I'm going to be telling you a story about a young man whose name is Watson. Thank you. A successful man named Watson was once asked what the secret to all he had achieved in his life was. He replied, "It's quite simple. Really double your rate of failure. You shouldn't think of failure as the enemy of success, but the exact opposite. Rather, I believed that failure was not only an inevitable part of the equation in the formula for success, but that it was both a necessary and also a positive stepping stone towards achieving the goals he had set out for himself." He said he has made a good many predictions about the future of his business, and he has been wrong every time because he has always underestimated its possibilities, said Watson. Despite heading one of the most powerful companies in the country of his time, he said it was not perfect. You wondered why? He too made mistakes along the way, mistakes that would cost the company dearly. But what set him apart from his peers was his determination to bounce back from his failure. In his early years, he was struggling as a salesman with Weaver and Wilcox in Buffalo. Weaver and Wilcox in Buffalo. He had just relocated to a new city and was finding it difficult to adjust, not only to the change of environment, but also to having to now sell products door to door. After making a particular hard sale, he celebrated his success with a drink at the local pub. But when his equipment and horse and buggy were all stolen outside the bar, his success would be transformed into a failure in the eyes of the company. He was promptly fired. That's so bad. After he was being fired from his company, disillusioned with prospects, it took him over a year to find another steady job. Was having that one drink a mistake? Wait, you just have to think of it. After a hard day's job, you were successful at doing this job and you decided to take a drink with some of your friends at the local bar, and all of a sudden at that point, the equipment were stolen. These are the things that actually break people down and sometimes give up on the path to success. But well, Watson decided never to give up and continue. And you guys won't believe what happened next. Well, Watson, after dropping out, after all he went through, after all he went through, he decided that he would start running his own company and put himself on the path towards success. He was never contented to take the easy road. He set his sights high and tried his best. He made some mistakes, suffered the consequences, and bounced right back. It is better to aim at perfection and miss it than to aim at imperfection and hit it. So you guys should listen to this quote. It is better to aim at perfection and miss it than to aim at imperfection and hit it. What he's trying to say here is that when you're trying to do something successful, if you aim at perfection and you miss it, you're trying to work towards perfection, but in that process you missed the step along the line. It encourages you to try more harder to become a perfectionist. But when you settle for imperfection and you hate it, you become comfortable with it and you might just decide to just leave it all like that. So at this point, Watson said it is better to aim at perfection and miss it than to aim at imperfection and hate it. He said it was not about to let fear of failure get in his way of achieving the impossible. For him, the impossible was not only possible, but it was indeed the only thing that would differentiate him and make him stand out. Mistakes, according to him, were nothing to be ashamed of, and were in fact a necessary part of the process of running a business. Both failures and successes were something to be celebrated because both signaled effort and triumph. In the end, the man who does not take pride in his own performance performs nothing in which to take pride, said Watson. Therefore, the choice for Watson was a simple one. You can be discouraged by failure or you can learn from it. He said, so go ahead and make mistakes. Make all you can, because remember, that is where you will find success on the far side. So I hope you guys were able to learn something from Watson's story, and try not to be discouraged anytime you fail. You should always try to make sure that you learn something from your failure and keep on trying and giving up and keep on trying and never give up. Even that's the favorite quote of my favorite wrestler, John Cena: never give up. Because one day, if you keep on being consistent at what you do, I promise you success will come your way. You should just try to be consistent, being persistent, and never give up. Failure will make you a better person and give you better experience when you get successful. So if you learned one or two things from my channel today, please don't forget to subscribe and comment down below the link. So thank you very much for your time and do have a wonderful day. Thank you.